Hello, everybody. Hope you're well. Let's get lots of stuff here this afternoon. Let's get a few hellos out. Evening, Kevin, Ken, discussing your home games. Don't need sheets to work out Real Madrid and Barcelona. That's flipping dearie me. Visualite, dear Dwee to you, son, whatever that is. Good afternoon, Neil. Patrick Harvey, hello. 3 points coming your way tomorrow. Paul Hill, hello. Jim Stant, hello. Ian Finch, hello. Rob G, hello. Andrew Imre, hello. Thrangus, that's me. Yeah, what another empty season. What have you won? Same as us. Philip Teller, Jerd's in. Jerd, they are Jerd Gray. Hello, Jerd, Jerd. Richard, hello. Dave Castello, Lee, hello. Tony Oni, hello. Steve Elliott, top 6. Let's get promotion and then we can have Carrick. Beautiful. Al Campbell, hello. Nitesh, hello. BK, Gaz Sutcliffe. Gareth Jones, Darren, Ike, Chris, Mark Manfield. I hope things are good down in Wales. Hello. Right, going to run you through a few bits this afternoon. We will use the in-play tool in a bit. I'll talk to you about that and a couple of changes and availability coming soon. Stu B, hello. Hope you're well. Always make me smile when I see your name, Stu. Derek, hello. Rob Davis, hello. Right, first thing I've done is I've run a scan on the 2:30 and 3 o'clock kickoff. So I'm going to start there. Click a little present button. Share screen, window, this one here. Add that in. Oh, that's got a bit funny, isn't it? Oh, don't know what's happening. I'm just going to try again. Stop screen. Let's see. Present or invite. Share screen. Window. Oh, does that all look all red to you? Guys, can you see? Has it gone? That's gone really weird. That's gone. Does it look all right to you, Steve? Oh, it's all red in my screen. Oh well, that's flipping weird. That is. It's all like red. Okay, right. So this is my Never Need Ian sheet again. I talk about this loads of times. So what I've done, I've done a little shortcut and just brought in the 2:30, 3 o'clock fixtures. I'll just have a quick run over again. Weirdly weird. I'm looking at my screen. That's why, because that thing's horrible on mine. It's almost a scouse red. So this enables me to bring in the FTS Advanced database, bring in the match sheet for that day, and then I get all the data in one place, and I've got my analytics overlay. So here I can go, for example, down to Rangers. We'll do ours Rangers there. They're playing Hibs at 3 o'clock, and we can go over and go that game is over 2.5, 1.64. I can click it on a team level, and it will give me a Scottish Premiership. There's been 45 games. We're over 2.5, which is at home 1.51 to 1.75. 30 winners, 67% strike rate, odds of 1.5, and profit and loss of 3.61. So what we had built in was a scan. I've talked about this before, where we can set this scan up to scan it. So I've set it up to scan it on a league and team level. We can do it by form, we can do it by XG. For the 32 games that are kicking off, lovely goal at Mets. I needed that. I'd had a decent bet on over 2.5. Lovely. Based on this exact stuff, in fact. And I've asked it here to give me number of games greater than 15 qualifiers. So I want a sample size bigger than 15 and a minimum profit of 5 points. And it runs off and looks at all the markets, gives us a printout. So in the podcast yesterday, I talked about, in the newsletter yesterday, Freiburg Dortmund, for example. There's 754 games in the German Bundesliga where both teams to score, yes, back is priced between 1.51 and 1.75. And if you back those, you'd have won 42 points, 41.87 points. And you can see also on team level there's 39 games where Freiburg have been at home and both teams to score is priced between 1.51 and 1.75. And those 39 games have produced 13 points. So I basically run a scan on those games. And this, what I try and show people is ways to go about searching football data, ultimately to create a shortlist to trade with, and then And then everything from there is just about being consistent. If you're diving about from one to the other, your chances of success are slim because you never know what's going to work. But in effect, I can build myself a little trading list here. I can go, right, I only want to focus on the ones, for example, on a team level. So I can take those out. And I only want to focus on the goal market. So I'll take out the home win back and I'll take out the draw lay. And all of a sudden, I've got a shortened down list here. Freiburg, Leipzig, Millwall, QPR, Sheffield Wednesday, Peterborough, West Ham, Rangers, Hibs, across a few markets that I can build my trading plan from and determine how I want to trade. I run these scans every day. I've got 4 sheets now. And the thing I've talked about, which when we move to things like the in-play tool, is odds movement. I'm just going to show you something because this is absolutely unbelievable. And I know some of you have got this sheet now. So this is one of my master sheets. So in effect, all I do is run those scans every day and import them into this master sheet. And I've now got, going into today, once today's finished, I've got 23,400 and whatever it is, or 23,548 rows of data where it's basically gone off and it's gone, run the scan, look at the market, look at the XG bracket, bring it in, tells me what the XG market is. And then I've linked it into the FTS data results. And you can see for the 23,000 games, all the bets on the sheet after commission have lost 29 points. If you backed over 2.5 goals in all these games, obviously they're looking at goal markets, you'd have won 375 points. If you'd laid under 1.5, you'd have lost 94. If you'd laid under 0.5 first half goals, you'd have won 274. If you backed over 1.5 first half goals, you lost 478. And if you laid a second half goal, you'd have lost 245. That's every single bet if you'd had them. And if you'd back both teams to score, yes, you'd have won 220. A few of you know that's a market I've been trying to crack. This figure here, the 76, is basically these 4 markets. So it's back over 2.5, lay under 1.5, lay a 0.5 first half goal, and back over 1.5 first half goal. So if I bet all those 4 markets in every single game, I would have been 76 points up. Obviously, I'm having 80,000 bets. I've been having 4 bets in 23,000 games. Odds movement, I just want to show you the power of it. So if you look at this number, it's 76 points. Right, I've just got a simple column over here, and I've been doing this 23,000 rows. Let's just go back to the start. Been doing this since October 23. I've been running these daily scans and bringing this data in. And remember, I've got 4 sheets like this. I do one on team level, league level. This is an XG level one. And I go to odds movement. So I've got the sheet now enables me to mark whether that price has been backed in or out since the morning price that we have there. So it just tells me how much it moves. 76 points here. I'm just going to focus on the ones where the market have backed it in. And this is the 5-minute prices. So people say quite often, oh, it gets backed in, all the value's gone, you can't win. This is if you just watch things that are backed in and then bet them at 5-minute prices. Look at this. Look at the profit. Look at the profit. 1,533 points. All of a sudden, you're down to 9,000 games, but 1,533 points. And you see the couple of those that were losing, the back over 1.5 goals was 400 points down. It's 120 points up. Lay under 1.5594, lay under 0.5436, back over 2.5. I don't show this to show off. I show it because this kind of stuff is the stuff that you can use and fucking make work for you, but you've got to just stick to things and apply yourself. This is the best thing I've ever done in my life, having this Never Need Ian Again sheet built. It is the absolute best thing I've ever done in my life. People don't believe it. I've got 4 versions. Look, QTQL. Do that one. QTQL. I can open another one up. I'm running 4 every single day. I don't make this up. You go over to in without doing anything. I've not got any other filters. I've not looked at leagues. He says if I can get it to work. Oh, lost me. Here we go. Go over to in. And you look, lay under 0.5, 167 points. Second half goal, 64. Both teams to score, yes. 84 points. Over 2.5, 58 points. This is just looking at a team of quick teams and quick league level. Just looking at teams that generate profit in these markets. it's that's it. So from there, we've got our shortlist. Right, I've got to clear that redness is doing my eyeballs in. I've got to stop sharing a minute. Flipping dearie me, that was horrific. So from there, we had a shortlist. I'm going to put it up in this format now. So there you go. So now we've got a shortlist for these games kicking off at 2:15 to 3 o'clock. So that should be hopefully right across my face. I'm going to end my won't save your changes. No. Oh, I know why I didn't have it on the right setting. That's why. What a div. Should have been on that one. There we go. That's better. What a div. See, my fault. Right, there we go. So we've got games here that we can look at. So you can see Freiburg Dortmund, you've got it on a quick team level. Both teams to score is one I talked about in the newsletter. First half 0.5, first half 1.5. So these win, you can see these have generated profit, whether we worried about the price moving in or not. And that sheet, one small, 76 points price moving in. All I actually now do is just look at these markets and go, right, did that game move in? No, bin it off if it there, because it makes such a difference. It makes such a considerable difference. So, of course, we could sit here and I have no idea what's going to happen. We get to 225 now. All these games, it might not move in. And I know people go, well, I have nothing to trade then. You've got to make your decisions on what you want to do. So I'm going to get the odds movement up now over here. And I can just see what's happening. And I'm only focusing on the I'm going to focus on the market that's on here. So market, both teams to score yes back for the Freiburg game first. I'm just getting that up. I need to do it on a separate screen. So both teams to score Freiburg, yes, that has moved in. Over 2.5 has moved in. First half 0.5, Freiburg has moved in. And first half 1.5 has moved in. So the top three on that list you might want to note down. Leipzig, Hoffenheim over 2.5. That has drifted, so I will leave that one off. And then we'll go 3 o'clock. So Freiburg, Dortmund, we've got good numbers behind everything, and it's been backed in. I'm going to just remove that and share this screen now. See if this one actually shows up a bit better. Hold on a minute. Banners, no, media. Let's take that off for a minute. There I'm in, and then I'm going to present bring the screen. I hope this one works properly. There we go. That's better. You can see that. That looks better. So the Freiburg game here across this line, you can see it was 1.81. It's now 1.79. It was 2.74. It's 2.64. Both teams to score was 1.67, 1.65. First half goal 1.38, 1.37. So it's been backed in solidly through the day. So now you've got three markets, both teams to score back. First half 0.5, first half 1.5. How would I play that? For me personally, both teams to score back isn't a trading market. I've had this debate with many people. It's not a good market to trade. You've got to understand how things move, and they don't react positively or that great if one team scores, unless it's a market such as Real Madrid playing a dog and the dogs score, because obviously everybody expects Real Madrid to come back and equalise, but you don't get the movement in it. So if you were doing both teams to score back, which has been a notoriously difficult market for me, I'm starting to get me head around it now, then I would do that set and forget. So in effect, you could say, right, I'm going to back both teams to score back and leave it. And then Freiburg, Dortmund, then the first half goal, we've got both markets. I personally would wait 20 minutes, back first half over 1.5 and cover with the 0.5 when it gets to 2.0x. So that is how I'm going to play this game there. Backing both teams to score, yes, and I'm going to cover that. The Leipzig game we can bin off. We don't need it, so I'm just going to bring the overlay in. So both teams to score back it. Freiburg game, we're going to wait 20 minutes. I mean, obviously, if a goal goes in, we're looking good for both teams to score, and this one goes out the window. And the Leipzig game, it drifted, so I'm not interested. If you wanted to play that, it's over 2.5. Do what you like with it. Hide that. Right. Going to bring the comments in. Any questions to that so far? Because then I'm going to show you some new features on the in-play tool and the odds movement. And I believe, I don't know for certain, but I believe some of you may have put your name down to get access to this said tool. And I've got some breaking news if people want it. The first breaking news is everybody who's put their name down won't initially get access. You will eventually be able to, but we've got to release it in stages to make sure that the server copes with multiple users. So we need to make sure we've got the right server capacity and increase it if we haven't. Obviously, it pulls data down very quickly every 15 seconds. It's pulling it from our database and it's pulling it from the Betfair as well to get the prices. Both teams to score. I'll take the price at 5 minutes, James. So I'm just having a straight bet. So at 5 minutes, it was 1.65. So that's the price I go for. Obviously, if the market moves, it's only going to move to 1.64 or something like that. But that game, I take the price that's there at that time. And all those returns and that research shows you that at that price, back in Freiburg at home, whether the odds move in or not, is 13 points up. Other teams to score. It's that not taking one. You drip the over 2.5 goals betting from 20. Which game you're talking about? I'm not doing over 2.5. The Leipzig game was over 2.5, which you could drip in if you wanted to. So back to this tool. So I don't want people jumping up and down. By the end of May, we hope to be in a position that there's no restrictions and everybody can use it. But if you are on that waiting list, you may well get an invite. If you don't, you'll get written to anyway. But by next Friday, we're going to be taking people in drops. So there'll be some people activated next Friday. And then will be people activated a few days later if everything is working as it should, and then again a few days after that. And those people will then run till May the 31st, and we'll use it as a little bit of a feedback and everything for people to see how it's going, anything that doesn't work, anything that somebody thinks of that we're missing. So if you are on that list, you may well hear this week. If you don't hear, do not have a paddy attack. Everybody will get there. It's just obviously this is all new to us and releasing it widespread. At the minute, the support is Alistair and I, so we need to make sure that we can service what we're doing. We will be outsourcing support eventually when it is all as we want it. Right, but I'm just going to show you some there. So you can see here now we've got an export button. So I only focus on games where the over 2.5 moves. So what I do is here, for example, we go on down and it's green. I know those of you who've got the colorblind setting. For those who are colorblind, you can flick the colorblind palette on and it goes blue and orangey. I am going to flip it back to green because I'm better. The blue this time, the blue in effect is the green. I'm just going to flip it back just because I'm so used to working with the red now. But if you are colorblind, you're not discriminated against. So I just mark the games where the over 2.5 has moved in. So I'm just ticking them here. We go down to the just cover the 2:30 kickoffs now. So we've got that. So Mainz has moved in, and as you can see, Leipzig hasn't. So I'm looking at this column here, and then we'll have a look at the 3 o'clocks. I then click export, and you can see up the top it says data transfer successfully. And I go to my in-play tool and click import, and it then just marks those games the same. So it's basically put a tick in all the games where over 2.5 has moved in, and I can click filter and click true. And now I'm only looking at games where over 2.5 goals has moved in. And you can see the Dortmund game has gone in play, Freiburg Dortmund, and there's tremendous value right across every market bar the 0.5 at the minute. From the earlier games, there's no value in what is in play at the moment. But that's a great feature because it saves you to, oh, did that one move in? You can tick the ones you want from the odds movement page and send them to the in-play tool. And the other thing now, you'll see customer and save custom. So if I click on goal markets, you'll see we've just got the 5 goal markets, 0.1, 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, all back. If I click on match odds, we've got the match odds market. So this is quite good to look at, particularly if favourites go behind. It's a good one to jump on and have a look and see. And then we've got custom, and custom is what I've been working with, and you can see now it's resorted to the columns I've saved: 0.5, 0.15, laying under 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 0.5, 1.5, both teams to score. So you can basically set your own columns, whatever you want. You know, in the match odds ones, you can have all the match odds stuff, whatever you want. You can set all your own columns there. Once you've done it, you'll click Save Custom, and then when you click Custom, if you dive off a screen to go and look at match odds, for example, you can just click Custom and it will take you back to your preferred layout. I think that's a nice little feature. So those of you who are on the waiting list and have asked for this, I'm going to be making some videos this week to talk you through all this and how I use it, so that you'll have a nice little head start. Right, let's get into it. So we'll have a look at those. I'll bring the screen back up in a minute. So we're looking at Freiburg Dortmund. Ideally, we want to get it to 20 minutes 0-0. Then we're hitting the 1.5, 0.5. Do the lot. Both teams to score, 1-1 by half time. We're absolutely flying. And I've got a lovely, if we get a goal today in something we're doing, I've got a lovely little treat for you. You are going to love it. Oh, and the Grand National. Hold on a minute. Yeah, people are you've only tuned in for the Grand National, haven't you? Here you go. This is the first 5. You may as well do the tri-cast, the quad-cast, whatever you want. First 5 are going across the bottom of your screen in the Grand National. Oh, so I didn't tell you. Range of prices. Patrick, it's better than this one. It's better than River Dance. When you see this, this is going to be. I know we might not get a goal, but if we don't get a goal, I'll show it right at the end. But I hope we get a goal. Yeah, there you go. That's the first 5 on the National. Make sure you've got them written down in order. And if you're interested in the NNLA sheet, drop an email to Kerry, support@ftsincome.co.uk, and we'll determine whether it's not just on general sale, it's whether it suits you, and there's bits of info around it. But if you want to do that, drop an email to Kerry, not over the next week or so. I think she's getting on holiday again. I'll put the national runners back up. No Tiger selections. What do you mean meeting of the wall? I already backed it, money done. It's flipping nailed on, son. No Tigers, no. I've learnt my lesson, Lee. I learnt my lesson. That's drifting into past history now. And it's getting to the stage where it was that far long ago that we don't need to mention it anymore. The old raspberry golfer and the retired horse. What a year that was. I stick my neck out. I don't sit on the fence with things. I don't go, oh, I've got that. I don't go, oh, I've got 5 or 6 anyone. There you go, I've given you the winner. There's 5 horses there. Meeting of the waters, pisses in. I get other people, don't you? They put 10 horses and go, oh, I got the winner. They do it with golf. Well, I mentioned 82% of the field, I got the winner. Marine biologist, good job. My sister always wanted to be a marine biologist before our life went a little bit pear-shaped. She always wanted to be a marine biologist. It's good to see if we can put the live results up on it like that as we're going. I'll get Alistair on that. He's away at the minute. He's up in Scotland. Jerd's in. Jerd, where is he? Jerd, is your name Gerard or is it Jerd? He's gone. He's left. I think he's left the building. I think he got annoyed with me calling him Jerd. He's left it. Never been, is it? Right, let's turn that down off. That's going to drive me flipping mad. I'll bring that back up later. Right, so we're sitting, I've got the old Dortmund game. Off we get going. 10 minutes to go. You'll be excited. Swing on that landscape. Lovely. Beautiful. Oh, what's that one? Oh, I didn't even know I had a bit of Monza as well. Oh, lovely. See, it's great when you do automation. You haven't got a clue what you're betting. It's marvellous. So getting nearer 3, I'll bring that list up and we'll look at the 3 o'clock kickoffs as well. About 148 messages. I'll pick my phone up. Da 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 da. I'm getting closer. I don't know whether I'll put it Gerard. It's Gerard. It's Gerard. Can't be anything other than Gerard. Jude. It's bothered me all week, Gerard. It's bothered me ever since I went to Killarney. Where's the horses gone? Flipping dearie me. There. Channel 4, it's not Channel 4, it's ITV in it. They may as well just take that banner and put it on their screen for 4:20 or whatever time. It's 4 o'clock in it, but yeah, about 4:20. They can just flash that across the problem. Steve to Steve. Oh yeah, no, I can't. My mum gave us all short names because she hated people shortening names. So none of us have got a name longer than 4 letters. Apart from my sister's Nicola, which does get short, but the boys, none of us have got a name longer than 4 letters. Because my mum hated that. People still call me E. All right, E. All right, E. Pat, you excited for the win tomorrow? If you're ever going to win a game of football, son, if you're ever going to win a Premier League game between now and when you finally get relegated, it's going to be. Oh, you're going to get a whack, you are, son. It's going to be tomorrow. Doctor, come into Dr. Spurs. We cure everybody. I think it will all get a little bit toxic tomorrow if Saints take the lead. It'll be a draw. Yeah, maybe a good shout. I'll fancy you to take the lead and then we'll see what happens from there. But it's all falling apart. Old Ange Lovin has gone. They're not singing that Angels version of Angels about Ange anymore. Oh, maybe. Right. Okay, that's your thinking. I think Spurs could win 3-4-0, but Saints, I fancy the Saints. I think Southampton will get a result tomorrow. Just got a feeling it's going that way for Spurs. Ipswich hadn't won when they turned up at us. Palace hadn't won when we went there. We've got that doctory feel about it. And to be fair, I haven't seen a lot of Southampton, but a couple of times I've seen bits of their games. They look like they played okay, to be fair. Went 1-0 up against Liverpool, didn't they? Shush. You've worked on the block. No, can't shorten that, no. Do you need any software installed on your PC? No, it's just in a browser. So you should be given a web address. You'd have a login, and that's it. Yeah, it could be your look at that little dog. It could be your last chance to get. Yeah, I certainly think it's your best chance of the season. Right, 15 minutes. You can see the first half not over 1.5 is getting up at the 4 mark. So another 5 minutes, be dripping into first half over 1.5. I'll then cover with over 0.5 first half goals at 2.0x. So you've got that covering. And we is at the races. Not to get beat, flipping it. The old DJ's in town. Oh, I haven't got an equaliser. I didn't realise. I hadn't seen that. Oh, never mind. Turned out nice. Can Arsenal still win the league? Or are they the same as us? Can't win nothing. Leipzig have turned 1 down. Bochum, Stuttgart. What's all happening here? All Leeds drew 1. All Leeds are doing their best to blow it away, aren't they? See, when you tick games, you don't see what's going on in the other games. Helps you focus. If you did want to see all the games, you can just have it on any, and it's there, and you've still got them ticked, so you can do it like that. I just think the temptation for people then will be to look at green squares on games they're not involved in. So you're better with the filter on. But I still have an equaliser. Oh, Moyes done a fantastic job there, hasn't he? It's going in. And then I think that West Ham got rid of him. I think that West Ham got rid of him, eh? I mean, we've been, any West Ham fans in? We've been absolutely garbage, Tottenham. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Like a racehorse with 2 legs, not 3 legs. And West Ham got above us for about 8 days. Beautiful. Flipping heck. 13-1, the old academy. Now, Kevin Kelly, he was typing away earlier. He was typing earlier, talking about his meeting in the waters and that. You gone quiet, Kev? Gone quiet? Yeah. He's gone into hiding. Monzo Como suspended. Do you remember a racehorse not so long ago ran with one eye? No, I do not. I never know whether to take you seriously or not. We've been talking about flipping. I was in Ireland, the flipping advert for them Kuka things came up. Them flipping hats. Mark Holleran remembers it. Still chances, it only matters at the end. It does indeed. Yeah, but we can still talk about it through the season. That's part of the fun of it, isn't it? Because you have finished above us once in about the last 10, 15, 20 years. I am waiting for the punchline. It's exactly right, Damo. I was sitting here thinking there's got to be a little bit of a punchline here. Oh, my FTS Leeds fan is texting me. Wembley Stadium, May the 24th, Leeds 0, Sunderland 1, man of the match, anyone who plays in goal for them. 73 all over again. Time is a circle. Leeds will always be Leeds. Yeah, they looked absolutely home and hosed a few weeks ago. Well, it isn't a joke. Thinking of punchline, think of one. Right, Dortmund. See, this is the key game at the minute. There, 4.9 coming up 1.75. Still value in every single in massive sample size, 510 games. Beautiful. Beautiful. So 20 minutes up, you can start putting back in over 1.5 first half goals. So what I do is I drip it like 20, 25, 30, and then cover the 0.5 at 2.0x. He only had one eye on the price. Not bad. Yeah, he must have got a chat GPT for that one, Damo. He must have just typed that into chat GPT and said, give us a punchline. I don't think he's got it in him to come up with that quickly. Hold on, you might disappear. I need just to stop that share. I'll bring it back in a minute. You can have my beautiful little face. Yeah. I'm just moving my screens around a minute. Right, and then bring you back there. Yeah, should all be back to normal, hopefully. I think that's a bit of Mandy from Barry Manilow. How did that pop in the head? If we get a goal, guys, now, this is why I get excited. I'm just excited about if we get a goal. I'm not. If we don't, we don't. But if we do, look out. I've got something great. Oh. Someone forgot how to work that angel. There we go. Anyway, I think Michael Carrick is going to make a great Spurs manager. Big Ange is out the door. In comes Michael, and world domination will recommence. You can put your bet in already on the 2 over 2 on Dortmund if you want to in the first half market, this one here. Or you can sit and wait. Stu, what are you laughing at? Something you're chuckling away at. And sucked us all in, didn't he? Sucked us all in with those first 9 wins in the first 10 games or whatever it was. He sucked everybody in. And then since that fateful Chelsea game, he has been absolutely shite. Chuckling at Carrick, don't be chuckling at Carrick, son. World domination's coming. Can I have us playing the beautiful game? Absolutely. I was gutted when he left Spurs and went to United. Carrick, another one. So underrated as a footballer. Absolutely superb watching him pass a football. Never gave it away. Sir Alex, no. Right, in a couple of minutes, I'm going to call up we'll have the 5-minute prices for the other games. I think he'll get Bauer in the top 6, and he'll get Bauer up, and then that'll be it. That'll be his ticket to Tottenham. Bauer could then get Southgate in. He can have another stint there. So it's sorted. I've sorted the whole lot. Spurs go out of Europe. Ange gets the boot. Mason to the end of the season. Carrick in the summer. Southgate to Middlesbrough. It's all done. Right, Damon, I need you to tell us if a goal. Oh no, I've got the Bet Angel screen. Saxy New Edge started too well. Yeah, just good job he did get them few wins in at the start of the season. Otherwise, we'd have been flipping, scrambling around the bottom of the league. We got Barrow midweek. Yeah, Barrow have got Leeds. Leeds and down. That'll be another 3 points, Steve. My FTS Leeds fan is having an absolute meltdown. My phone. I'm getting paragraphs. I'm going to climb on my roof for 3 months and switch the bastard phone off. As long as Spurs don't get Southgate, well, yeah, no, don't Barry. See, don't flipping ruin the afternoon. We're having a lovely little afternoon here, chatting away. Let's leave Southgate in the Middlesbrough conversation over there. No, they won't keep Ange. I don't think they'll keep Ange even if he wins the Europa League. The fans have gone now. Once the fans have gone, you've got no chance. If they go behind tomorrow, I mean, there's already a protest planned against Levy. If they go behind tomorrow, it will be absolutely toxic. The place is toxic anyway. Right, and you'll see if you're in the 0.5 now is over 2. So if you hadn't covered that, all at your own peril, of course. Yeah, we could put your holiday dates in there. Basically, it'd be easy. Just say 1st of January to 31st of December. Look, it took Kerry about 3 hours to notice the selection. They've been going for the last half hour. Yeah, exactly, Patrick. I mean that when he put his hand to his ear, at least come clean. At least just say, yeah, I did. They were annoying me. You'd have more respect for him than, oh no, I was doing it because I wanted to hear him. Doing it because I wanted to hear him sing. No, you weren't. You were doing it because they sang you don't know what you're doing, and then you thought one of your subs had scored. At least come clean. Flipping terrible. It's the fact the goal got disallowed. Yeah, absolutely tucked him up. He's going to get absolute pelters tomorrow for that. Football fans, don't forget. Somebody said to me about it yesterday and said, "Well, yeah, people have a go at him, but unless I take that argument, people have a go at him. Has he got a right to have a go back? But you just can't do it. You just cannot. There's just no coming back from it. Doesn't matter what he does now. There'll be no coming back from it." Look, Kerry, we've got other ones as well, see? We've got ones involving you. Look, if you're interested in IA, drop an email to Kerry. When she's not on holiday, you'll get a reply. Right, let's get these 3 o'clock prices. So, what I'm going to do first is we'll go to odds movement. So I'm just going to click off that one. We'll go to odds movement. I'm just going to scroll down here. And what we'll do is we will mark the games that over 2.5 has come in. 3 o'clock. So we've got West Ham, Bournemouth. They must fancy Bournemouth for a few, Kev, if that's been backed in. Plymouth, Norwich. Sheffield Wednesday, Hull. Have they paid their players? A lot of drifters, isn't there? A lot of drifters today. And then we get a few here. Shrewsbury, Cambridge, Kilmarnock, Rangers out. Fancy a good game that today. Rangers, the form that Hibernian have been in. I need to make that a bit more. So we've got a few more. Get them all in. Where do we get down to? Rangers, Ross County, Bodo Glimt. I'm going to export them, and then I'm just going to go back here and import them. So they'll come in when the games start. Obviously, they've not kicked off. Right, and now I'm going to. Kerry's new name has been Judith for a while. Jerd. I mean, I don't even know what that is. We're going to have to get him. I'm going to have to get him on a podcast to pronounce his name so that we know what it is. Because I'm feeling bad that I might have pronounced it wrong for all this time, but we do have to throw into the debate that there are vowels in the name that probably should be used. Right, where are we going here? I want me list of matches tonight. Right, so we have got Leipzig game out, Millwall Portsmouth. Let's find that on here. Millwall Portsmouth. Just finding it on the. Look, if I can get it just in at the bottom there for you. Look, so Millwall Portsmouth. The market we are looking at is first half over 1.5 back. It is that second last column there. It drifted. So Millwall Portsmouth can be binned. QPR. QPR, we are looking at either under 1.5 lay or first half 0.5 back. Didn't move. So that's out. Sheffield Wednesday Hull under 1.5 lay. So let's go with that. Just walking through these. Sheffield Wednesday under 1.5 lay drifted. So that'd be one. If it had come in, it's worth laying. It's worth, basically it's identified it's worth laying, but if it moves in, you've got better. Odds QPR car, I've done that. Peterborough Northampton. First half 0.5 back. Don't think it was one. No, 1.33, 1.34. West Ham, Bournemouth. Here we go. Yep, the Bournemouth. Let's go. Where's West Ham? They're up here, aren't they? West Ham, Bournemouth. I'll just set it at the bottom. So West Ham, Bournemouth. Both teams to score, yes. 1.79, 1.72. So that's one. Again, for me, I would be doing it pre-game. Remember, it is West Ham, and you know, for both teams to score back, they have to score a goal. But both teams to score back, West Ham, Bournemouth, and first half 0.5 back. So you'll see that's value. So it's not the 1.5. We've got just the 0.5 for West Ham. So that's one. Again, I would wait 25 minutes round about when first half 0.5 is over 2. And I drip in first half 0.5. So for the West Ham game, both teams to score, yes, for me, pre-match, and then keeping an eye on the first half 0.5, 25 minutes onwards. Big Owls Rangers. We are the people. There's a few Celtic fans have just hung up. Rangers, where are they? Rangers, no, that's goals have been backed out through there. First half 0.5 has been backed. First half 1.5. So exactly the same as the Dortmund game for that one. Dripping in about 20 minutes. First half 1.5, covering the 0.5 on 2.0x. And Ross County Aberdeen has been backed in. Both teams to score, yes, 1.86. So you could back Ross County, Aberdeen, 1.86, both teams to score. So both teams to score at Ross County, both teams to score at West Ham. West Ham, we're going to monitor a single goal, first half goal, and Rangers Hibernian, we are going to monitor first half 1.5, 0.5. Hopefully that's clear as mud. If it's not, ask me to repeat it. I'll see if I can grip. And then go to my clicking the screen that I'm showing you, not the. Oh, Palace 1-0 up against Brighton in the big old game. Look, right. So those games have been imported, as you can see. I'm going to click the true. The old they hate each other. Derby. Hold on a minute. True. There. Hang on. Is there a goal at Dortmund? Oh, look, everybody's leaping up and down. Oh, yeah, it is. It's suspended. Beautiful. Oh, that's nice. I've had a nice little win there. And if we get another one, then I might piss off. Now I can show you something. You're going to love this. Ladies and gents, you're going to absolutely love this. We'll just make sure the goal stands, because you know what happens. It all goes to shit and they come in with their vase and you've got Ange giving it all that and then it gets chalked off. I don't want to be like that. But you're going to get, this is going to be the highlight of your season coming up here. It's going to be the absolute highlight of your season. We've been, as you know, we've been playing around with a bit of graphics, trying to get things, I want to get it all a bit more professional so it looks a little bit better, which I fully get rather than me here pissing about. But this is a thing of absolute beauty that I don't even know what to say. I don't even know if it's going to work. But prepare yourselves, strap yourselves in. Hold on a minute. And then, what I'd like to know is if you get the sound, because if you get the sound, we've absolutely nailed it. It stands. So, right, thank you. Right, beautiful. Right, hold on a minute. Strap yourselves in, teams. This is awesome. Hang on a minute. I think I've got to stop the share. Have I got to stop the share? I don't know. Let's go. I'm going. Ready? Look at that. Look at that. Wasn't that absolute quality? Isn't that it? See, I've just completely and utterly changed your lives, haven't I? Hang on, my phone's ringing. Hello? Hello? Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Say that again. Say that again. What the bloody hell was that? See, this is the staff. This is the staff. See, this is the sort of respect you get from the staff. I'm taking. What the bloody hell was that? I'm taking the levels up. Right. See, I'm not calling. I'm busy. Isn't that quality? If we get another one, it's going on again. And then I might have a whole selection of them for next season. Mark Holleran, I've just developed hives. You're not very nice to me. See, you got to remember, you got to be nice. It's a lovely little. I've got Damo and Co telling me when goals are scored, and then I come in with the graphics. There we are, straight in. I've been desperate to show. I've been chuckling and chuckling away at myself. We're trying to encourage new members. Look at that. See, phoning up. What's that? Indeed, just recovering. I'm getting a bit stickier. Thank you, David. That's it. Beautiful. You don't get this on other football services. You don't get quality like this. One, I've given you the goal, and then we just back it up with a little bit of our own graphics. Awesome. Marvellous. The hives line has done me. I've just developed hives. Couple of Thompsons, I hope, Damo. Not messing around with anything else. Took it all round Ireland, the Thompsons. In over 2.5 Dundee and Palace, we've both scored early. Would you reduce liability? No, I'll tell you exactly what I do, Barry. If they score early, if I'm in over 2.5 trading, I wait now, and if it gets back to my exit point, and there's not another goal, then I scratch. If there is another one, then you're in a much better position to manage your. That's how I tend to do it. Obviously, you've got 15, 20 minutes normally, roughly, for another goal. But if you get it, you get much more out of it. Yeah, old Daniel, his name's Lyons, Daniel Lyons, and he tried to fob me off with that Irish Lions tea. And somebody else said Barry's got his own tea. Barry Harris. There's a tea called Barry's in Ireland. But we took it the Thompsons. We took it with us all round. Oh, it's funny. I forgot the story yesterday. I'll put it in next week's pod. We were out for dinner with Dan. Sam likes, and it is disgusting. I can't be doing with this stuff. Sam likes coffee mate. So she was talking to Dan about where to buy coffee mate, and I don't think he really understood what coffee mate was. So she was trying to explain to him it's like a powder. And it was just brilliant. He was like, "What's wrong with milk?" He said, "The one thing we do well in Ireland is dairy. What?" And he couldn't quite get. And I think coffee mate is grotesque, but it was just so funny that she was trying to explain it to him, and she was getting more animated, and he was getting more flustered by it. Right, who are we looking for here? We want first half 1.5 at Rangers, 20 minutes, and the old West Ham. If West Ham can hold out for another 10 or 15. Or if we get another one, Rangers have gone one down. There we go. So that one's out the window. Somebody check on Al. Darren Summers is leaping around the house like a madman. Been good, haven't they, since they got rid of that manager? They've been good. Oh, there it is. Why do they like going behind Rangers? They're a bit Spursy, but Rangers can come back and win. Spurs can't. When they were way down behind Dundee, weren't they, and grabbed a late winner? They like going behind and coming back. But I'm not, because it's not a bet, I can't put the goal feature up. I can only put it up games we're in. So we've got to wait. We need another one at Dortmund in the next 3 minutes. Well, we get a little Freiburg one now. It'll be lovely, wouldn't it? 1-1. Got both teams to score. You got the 1.5, the 0.5. Little Freiburg equaliser just before half time would be lovely. Yeah, Mark, you got called out on the old Grand National YouTube this morning. Son Leipzig off and on. That's gone 1-0. Alice still 1-0 up. You got called out, son. A Tranmere fan. I think you put Tranmere in your list to get done over, and they're on a new manager bounce. We've got a Tranmere fan on FTS. I don't know what they've just done. He was off to the game, but he's just posted again. So I'm assuming that League Two, is it? Let's go and have a little gander. Can we put League Two into FTS data? We could do. League Two, Tranmere, where are they? Oh, 4-0, they won. Flipping dearie me. New manager bounce, Tranmere, 4-0. Flipping it, 22nd in the league. Owl's fuck's sake sitting on its own at the bottom of the screen there. Didn't bother with the C. See, Scotland. See, Ireland, they put the letters in and don't use them. Scotland, they just omit the letters. Right, all eyes on West Ham Bournemouth. So how's the old racing going? Doing this. Let's have a look here. Racing post. 305. That's a strong leader on Didn't Valley. No good night. 230 cruise control. I think Andy mentioned that this morning, didn't he? I said Imperial Saint. Regent Stroll second. I'm in a day of seconds. You had Deep Cave, did you? Or was that Deep Cave if you're in Ireland? Perhaps the visa ends in Ireland. Who knows? Jerd, help us out. I want the bobblehead when it goes to market. It's going to be look, that graphic's going to be all over. It'll be, what do they call it? Viral. It'll be going viral on the internet. People like Peter Webb and all the others, they're rushing to make stuff like this now. They'll have their, we don't have a creative team, we have me. They'll have their creative team on it. Actually, a little bit about Chrissy's spreadsheets came up now. They'll have their team, they'll all have all their software teams on. They'll all be doing this. DK for me to hide in. 2 weeks' time, son. It's locked in. Locked in, Samuel. Beautiful. Freiburg going to let us down in the first half. They'll get going in the second half. Dortmund, like Spurs, can't keep a clean sheet. Oh, probably about 5 or 6 minutes to go at West Ham. Around the old carpet. Around the old carpet. We'll take the West Ham game to half time. See if we get to use our little graphic again. IXG 3.78. Mind you, Bournemouth. See, Spurs fans have been linking in with them. I'm not convinced by Bournemouth at all. People look and go, look how well they played against Spurs. You could go and get your team out the pub and play Spurs and they'll look decent. Carrick for me. So who do you want? Give us Carrick. Get the rest out. Carrick, give him 5 years. Give him some money. Let him work his magic. Southgate to Middlesbrough, done. Sorted. Also, all these games that we've got check marks. I mean, there's nothing in that one because it's 3-1 at Monza. These are the games that I look for the later goals as well. So as I say, those of you who are on the waiting list, I'll be making some videos on that stuff. Right, Freiburg, that's done. That's off. Get rid of that. Restand. So West Ham's just the north. I mean, you can do the. You can see there's value in the 1.5 if you wanted to, but based on our pre-match selection, I'm only doing first half 0.5. West Ham. Yeah, West Ham first half goal. When it gets to 2.0 upwards. Freiburg will keep an eye into the second half because we're going to have half hour or 20 minutes of this West Ham game. Rangers obviously have gone one behind. I think Ross County was the other. What do you call it? Both teams to score. That's still 0-0. Now, for getting the pre-match list, there's good value here at Kilmarnock for a first half goal as well. You can see, so this is basically just on the in-play tool on the green, but you've got some cracking value there. 15.15 value on first half 0.5 and 15.94 on first half 1.5. These are the sort of bets that when you're using this, just doesn't matter whether one wins or loses over time, you cannot go wrong with this stuff. Let me get that little bad boy in there. So I am off the in-play tool. I am doing the Kilmarnock game as an in-play tool bet. I'm doing both markets, 1.5 first half goals and 0.5. Bear in mind it is Scotland. And off our pre-match trading list, which I generated off NNIA, I'm doing 0.5 at West Ham if it gets to 2.0 before Bournemouth get the first goal. Ideally, what I'd really like is West Ham to get the first goal. Well, Kilmarnock, there you go, it's just suspended. That Kilmarnock, you see, I just pointed it out. You've got to be quick. Just pointed it out, Kilmarnock, and they just scored. You got to be on the ball. It's tremendous value. It's absolutely stunning value. Did anyone get in at Kilmarnock? Just give me a yes or no. Did anybody get in at Kilmarnock? Was anyone quick enough? Looks like a no. Oh, Mark did. Patrick Harvey did. Well, guys, you've earned the right then. You've earned the right for it. You've earned the right. There you go. Right, West Ham are just coming up to 2.0x for 0.5 first half goals. How much is the monthly sub? What, for me dancing? I haven't thought of a price for it yet, Ken. I have to think of image rights and everything, won't I? Yeah. Get Alistair to program it into the in-play tool. But you can every time there's a goal that pops up. If you've ticked a game and there's a goal. Oh, Kilmarnock suspended again. That's always going to correct itself in a minute. Plymouth taking the lead against Norwich. Chris Wilkinson's got his head in his hands. Carl Dennis is leaping up and down. Broke the Kilmarnock game. What's happened there? There we go. Let's come back. Baby, come back. Do. Right, your West Ham. Your West Hams. It's 208. Well, there's a little bit of value in over 4.5 at Como, but that's got to be a small sample size there yet. 14 out of 16. Right, dancing for money. Let's hope I'm doing that at 4 o'clock tomorrow. A bit of that. I'm going to give me season ticket money to not to play in the long game like Spurs. Good. Well done, Chris. That's touche, son. Touche. I'm going to give my season ticket money to charity, I think, and I don't have to pay myself with it. Look at the dogs. Anyone been watching Sending the Dogs? I was in Dublin Airport. There was a little it's Kilmarnock game. Can't make its mind up. Suspended again, non-suspended, flicked on, flicked off. At Dublin Airport, there was a spaniel drugstore. I've been obsessed by them, eh? West Ham. Bulldog Glint. Always back. No. Like the Dortmund of the Norwegian League. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Oh, hang on a minute. More info coming. I don't think Kerry's very impressed with the graphics. We're trying to up the game. Oh, West Ham. Yeah, little West Ham goal, then Bournemouth get 2 in the second half. Beautiful. Is there any other airport named after a footballer? That's a good question. I don't know the answer. There should be. Like Heathrow should be the Glenorchy airport or something like that, shouldn't it? Plymouth 2-0. It is a long game, Chris. Yeah, Heathrow, the Glenodder, Luton, the Aussie Ardeles, Gatwick, the Ricky Villa, and City Airport, the Steve Perryman. There you go. Madeira is it not? It's not one in Brazil named after Pele. Madeira is named after Ronaldo. Oh yeah, hang on a minute. Well done. I'm good at this. You can see I'm good at this, aren't I? I'm good at all the tech stuff. She's busy having a go at the old ticker. No liking and subscribing. Like and subscribe across the bottom. Well, I'm not going to share my graphics anymore. If you're interested in NIA, as shown at the start of this beautiful production, contact Kerry when she's not on holiday. And if you want to know what wins the national, there's your first 5 in order. I love you, Mark. I just love you. You're just somebody who makes. You're like Eric Morecambe. I used to look at Eric Morecambe and just start smiling, and you're one of them. Right. Wankers at the old carpet stadium could do with upping their game and perhaps letting a goal in. One of them. All that Irio is going to be playing high tempo attacking football. Let's see it, son. He's off. He's off and running. Holleran's off and running. Whatever you do now, don't mention Bobby Charlton. You're flipping have him tied up for the afternoon. Stop it. This is meant to be a serious session. I'm not meant to be having so much fun. Lovely little job to have, isn't it, doing this? It's fantastic. Where's Kevin Kelly, guys? He hiding behind the sofa. You got an illegal IPTV stream of your game going on, Kev. How are they getting on? Your mob. Just going to flick and check the odds movement for there was any 3 o'clock games and things going down. Let's get all the games up. 3:15. So we got away to Madrid on iBar. Madrid and iBar. Export. Import. Let's just have a quick look at the scores while we're here. Palace 1-1. Leipzig 2-1. Bristol City 2. Watford 0. Ipswich are beating Wolves. Birmingham just gone 1-0 up. Got that one wrong this season, didn't I? Oh, Marky, fair play to him. He got that one right. No, Exeter missing. That'll be the old misses, all miserable. Stevenage. Peter for getting beat. Okie dokie. Let's put just going for me. For me trues. There might be a little bit of value here in 5 minutes. This bottom game, Ibar, the old classic Segunda. You have to accept if you're getting this. Can you have a first half goal celebration for the Brum game? Lee, as you asked so nicely, you are more than welcome, son. If you had a go. There you go. Beautiful. I'm not gonna throw them around like confetti, but Lee, I know you're a stalwart first half goal man. Or Aberdeen taking the lead, so you've got both teams to score there. Little Ross County one coming back. Did you add any Middle Earth legs onto the FTS UK Air Tour? No, we can do. I'm going up to Scotland again, but we can do. I've got to plan a London drinks. We could come to Middle Earth. I'll try and. I think that's the first time Rob's here. What did I just witness? Rob, this is a quality production. Oh, what a great afternoon this is. I'm not sure I can top it. Where were we going? Yeah, I could come to Middle Earth. You need to find me a venue, Paymo. If you find me a venue, we can come up. It's the accent, isn't it? Birmingham. Like they want to kill themselves all the time, isn't it? Birmingham. But if you get me a venue, I will. We've obviously done the north for drinks. I can. I think that's only fair. We've probably got a few people in the old Black Country and around Middle Earth. I was up in Middle Earth, actually. I was up in Nottingham for 4 days of the international break. I was dog sitting Chrissy Spreadsheet's dog. That's why I had to go. I couldn't go to Ireland until there. Oh, lovely. Well done, Lee. Lee's rocking and rolling. Barnsley have got an equaliser. Lee, we're doing it one more time just for you. As it's a double bubble, it's worthwhile. Because Real Madrid have equalised. Let's just have a look at this one. Value for a goal here down at Ibar Oviedo. Remember, it's a Segunda, and if you go and get involved in Segunda, you remember what I said about strike rates? Remember, go back to that podcast. How often these things happen? When am I going to Scotland? I'm going to Carnoustie again at the end of this month. So yeah, we will meet up. I'm up there for about 8 days, I think. So we'll get a date in. Pop down to either Edinburgh or Glasgow. Have a boozer. Yeah. Find some boozer to go well. Oh, West Ham suspended. Suspended there. Goal at West Ham. Goal at West Ham. Goal. I've got to wait. We've got to wait for the old VAR nonsense. It's flipping. It's flipping the Premier League, and they've got to take 22 minutes to look at something. Is it a nano's breadth offside? Huh? Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hold on. Hold on. I told you that Bournemouth manager, he is top. He's absolutely top beans. That Bournemouth manager. He's just got something special about him. Oh, the Real Madrid goal's been chalked off. Oh, he's in absolute turmoil now. He's got Real Madrid in the home games and West Ham. We'll just I'm going to wait 30 seconds. I don't know whether anybody's watching any feeds. If they can let me know that play's continued. Because you just don't know these days, do you? You genuinely, and I don't want to be like Big Ange, celebrate goals that we shouldn't be celebrating. So once we know it's confirmed. Oh wow, you're a flipping legend, son. This is the sort of people we need to know. I'm thinking of moving to Scotland now. Honestly, I'm thinking of moving up there. That's why we're coming up to register with some rental agencies now. Look, we're going to rent a place up there for 12 months. Rent my house out and see if we like it. Right, that must be. I told you, I knew it'd be VAR. See, always. It's the carpet fibres getting in the way. I mean, how long's that been since that went in? We have made an absolute mess of this VAR, haven't we? I thought, people said, "Oh, you said I did." I thought when it came in, but I can't believe how shit it is. How shit they've made it. And that Spurs game the other night, how it took him 5-6 minutes to look at that goal and disallow it. And how they missed the red card, the Liverpool Everton one, flipping out. So I only saw that yesterday. Flipping Jesus Christ. You wonder what they're looking at. I used to always argue with Shem that it wasn't bent, but when you see stuff like that, it's hard, isn't it? Oh, Dortmund have got another one. What's Shay? What's Shay? I don't know what Shay means. It's now. Oh, there we go then, ladies and gents. So I've given you the Freiburg Dortmund. I've given you the goal at West Ham. I've given you Kilmarnock, but we've got to have a little one just for the little West Ham one. Particularly as it was a book. There you go. And Kilmarnock 1.5 if you were quick enough. That's suspended now. Now, in amongst, it's off. That's made my afternoon. Just that. That's made my afternoon. Beautiful. Shay Given. Got it right. Thank you. Thank you, Tony Only. I was flipping a bit slow there. Thought, what's he on about? Thought he'd lost his flipping marbles. Yeah, exactly, Lee. In amongst all the silliness, watch it back. Look how I've done this. So we built a shortlist of games using NNIA. You can do it with heat maps and things. I've just got quick stuff to do it. We built that. We focused on games where the price has moved in. So we had Freiburg earlier. We got the first half 1.5, 0.5 cover. Both teams to score. I'm on pre-match. That's 2-0 to Dortmund now. Leipzig drifted, Millwall drifted, QPR drifted, Sheffield Wednesday drifted, Peterborough drifted, West Ham, Bournemouth, both teams to score came in. Bournemouth have gone well out, and the first half goal, and we waited 20 minutes. Rangers, both markets, we were waiting to enter, but there was an early goal, and Ross County, both teams to score back, and Aberdeen have scored. So built a pre-game shortlist for this time period, 2:30, 3 o'clock. I added in the odds movement data, which I talked you through earlier. And if you operate like that and take your time and patient and don't expect to win every bit and accept you're going to have losers, understand the run-ins of it, understand, and again, that goes back to the podcast, whatever episode it is of the current series, 4 or 5, can't remember the number. Kerry can let us know where. As long as when I put late goals up, it only happens 40-45% of the time. So you've just got to understand those numbers and off you go. And on that note, then, I'm going to leave you all be. Very enjoyable hour and a half. I will be doing these now till the end of the season. I'll be doing similar things all the way, try and build up a bit of consistency. Good fun. I might get some new graphics made. Have a lovely, profitable weekend. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll look out for your inboxes. There'll be stuff coming out with this in-play stuff this week. Okay, take it easy and enjoy the National. Tiny dancer, love it. Love it.